Welcome back to The Power and the Glory. Today's scripture is taken from the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 31. Before I go any further, please like, share, and subscribe. It does make a huge difference to the Google algorithm. And thank you to my existing subscribers for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it. So I'll read the scripture now. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. So let's look at the context behind this scripture. The context is that the prophet Isaiah is speaking to the Israelites during their exile in Babylon and trying to give them hope and encouragement for the days ahead. So it's a verse of hope and strength that promises those who trust in the Lord will have their strength renewed, soar on wings like eagles, and walk and not grow weary. So the verse's meaning is about developing complete and utter dependence on God and allowing Him to sustain you through hardships. That being said, let's now have a look at the scripture in detail. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. So those who hope in the Lord are identified as God's faithful followers. And the scripture proclaims these followers will renew their strength. More than that, though, they will soar on wings like eagles. So this imagery describes followers soaring into the air on wings like eagles, far above the limiting challenges in daily life. So God will be with us in the fight, and He will help rise us above the challenging circumstances of daily life. He will do that with His power and His power alone. So they will run and not grow weary. God here will give His followers the power and endurance to succeed and not fade into exhaustion, and they will walk and not be faint. So the promise here is that the followers will continue to move forward with vigor and will not faint in weakness while they're so doing. So the passage of scripture is unsurprising in that it's all about God's strength. Now, God's strength is a well-established and well-known quantity for Christians. The point is, in the scripture, is there is a limitation to man's power, and we should look to God's power, not our own, if we're going to succeed. All we need to do to access His power is to have faith in God, and a new level of strength and an ability to overcome will come from God, not from ourselves. And because it's supernatural power from God, the believers will be able to soar on wings like eagles, will run and not grow weary, and will walk and not be faint. And the final word is that if we have the ultimate power to rely on, ready to sustain us in every endeavor, and if God has shared this insight with us, then clearly let's quit worrying about what's going to challenge us. Let's walk forward in faith. Let's have full confidence and conviction that nothing is impossible for us to achieve with God on our side. And I'll finish with a few declarations. God is our strength. God will renew our strength. God will sustain us so we don't fade. And nothing is impossible if God is with us and we have faith in Him.